Can you hear that music?
Nope.
Tiny bit. Are we rolling?
I'm sure we're not live yet. I'm sure they don't hear us. I don't even know. I should make this so that you can hear it as well, because it's pretty darn groovy. As the
Getting little
kids...
staticky bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's called static core. It's all the rage.
Huh? Well, then it's very accurately named.
Indeed.
Can you hear that? Well, I'm seeing that we are indeed connecting. Whether or not they can hear us, why, that's anybody's guess.
Well, it is a surprise every week.
You know, it really is. It's like a little game we like to play called What Are We Doing?
Will we actually stream this week?
It's like,
Oh,
you
I
can
thought
see
we were
us.
playing Family Feud this time.
It's sort of like Family Feud, I guess, sort of. Where are my chat windows? Go ahead.
I was going to say, why do we only ever play the games Troy likes to play?
Yes.
Because he's a GM.
That's right. A different kind of GM.
Ringmaster, more like.
Right. Oh, shoot. They can hear us all this whole time. Dang, Nabby. That is just something. It's just something. That is just something. How about this?
I mean, I hear typing.
Oh, you're typing? Oh, you can hear the show opener?
Nope.
I know. Yeah, things are going to be a little scratchy. But hey, Sean Vieira. Hi, Scott
That's
Alford.
sad for us.
Yeah, it really is. Rain is here. Raina says, I can hear you a lot. Nate Robbins is here. Poop says,
Awesome.
We can hear you all. So, wowzers.
Right?
Here we are. Me and Sebastian
Again?
Rand Monday. We do this every Monday. We hang out with you, and we do all kinds of fun stuff. And glad, Poop, you can hear the dramatic music. It is very intense. It is indicative of the adventure we're going on today. But it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Mr. Steve Tenson.
Hello, everybody.
And Miss Crystal Frazier. These are my dear Monday friends. We get to hang out, and we've got a packed house. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 30, 80, 40, 90. I mean, there's a lot. It sounds like I might be a little distorted, and I don't know why. But, I mean, I know why. There's nature, there's nurture, friends, and I think I might be a little of all of that. I'll be working on my audio as I kind of muck around. It is Mutants and Masterminds MLK Day. That is true. And
Yes, indeed.
and we are we're excited to be here as part of that. This whole process. I am. Thank you, Apuk, for the tip. I'm going to be adjusting. Like I said, I'll be adjusting my audio, but explain to us today, Crystal, you have got some kind of a nefarious plan, and I'm here for it. So, yeah, lay it on me.
I have a plan?
I don't, probably not. I like to pretend we have a
I think
plan.
we all wanted to wish everybody a happy Martin Luther King Day. We had originally planned to have a lovely guest star on, but she's having connectivity issues. We will have her on in the future.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we are here to entertain you.
Thanks
Absolutely.
for spending part of your holiday weekend with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was a holiday. But do you normally take MLK off, or it's always been kind of an on thing for me? But
I mean, when I had a 9-to-5 day job, then yeah, that was usually a day we were given off. But when you're a freelancer, you don't really get weekends or holidays.
Right. When you're a work-at-home freelancer, every day is a holiday. So
that's true.
Yeah. Almost no occasion requires pants, but they all require typing.
yes,
That's
very
true. That's true. That's why I wear my typing pants. I don't even know.
Those are just pajama pants, Troy.
That is true.
With typewriters on them.
Yeah, exactly. On both kneecaps. That's where I do most of my. Okay, so yeah, Dangar the Mighty is hanging out over in on our Twitch stream and saying audio's still a challenge there, so we'll work on that as well. But we'll get Dangar over into connected audio experience. That being said, we have some other stuff cooking, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we do. This is our second week of the Mutants and Masterminds Patreon. So this week we are releasing Aura, another member of the Psi family. She is a little psychic powerhouse who creates armor out of telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And this is a good time for us to pop into an update just to kind of talk a little bit about the Patreon stuff. Do you, Crystal, do you have the website up?
I do not. I try not to have too much up and running.
Right, I know. I ask primarily because I want to get us. I'm going to use this recording to create a little video for our patrons and our patrons to be. And do we want to? We can do this actually a little later too, if you'd like. But or we can, hang it up and do some other stuff. But I want to maybe read through the levels, the tiers.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sure.
Okay. Let me.
Let's see. I went ahead and brought that up. Where are? Oh. Okay, how do I get to the tiers?
Yeah, so if you check out, let me go to the page. I have been listening to a lot of music lately, and so if you look on the left side, does it say "Show More Tiers"?
Yep.
Give that a click-a-rooski.
See all four.
Yeah, and then you can also see the unlocks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. It's got me in here as a creator. Looking at it as the creator.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, right. Okay, so if you so on the left menu, it'll say page. If you click on that, you get view page and edit page. Either one will do, but probably view page is the one that will give you the context. We're just looking up the Patreon, and we're gonna review some of the levels or some of the tiers. Wow, what a response! We are gearing up.
Exciting behind the scenes stuff you get here at Mutants and Masterminds Monday.
This is what you get when you pay for it. I'm just kidding. You get this for free, friends. We are
and you get what you pay for.
That is true. Your money back.
Double your money back.
Double. We will give double what you pay. And souls aren't currency, so sorry. But yeah, so pick it away.
Oh, well, we've got our bystander level, which is you're a fan of the show. You've got all the old books, so you already know what these characters are. Then you just want to support us, and in exchange, you get access to the basic releases. You'll get an updated stat block once a week, and when we hit higher tiers, you'll also get access to different articles.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, wait. Different articles are at the $8 sidekick level.
Right.
I'm really bad at advertising things.
You are doing just fine, and I will tell you as well that there is a we're learning this stuff. I mean, people get to see us do this.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it live, and and ain't no shame in my game, madam.
So yeah, our more or less all-inclusive level is the sidekick. You join in for $8 a month, and every single week you get a new, or not new, but an updated to third edition fan favorite character, a villain, or a hero from previous editions that haven't made the leap to 3rd edition yet. And at that level, you'll also get a Hero Lab file of the character and access to the articles we'll start producing once we hit our first funding tier.
That Hero Lab file is a big advantage of that level.
It really makes things, like it makes it a lot easier to keep things organized. That's also the level where instead of just the text updated stat block, you'll start getting the PDF of everything nicely.
Bless you.
Sorry, a little bit of curry powder. As I was saying, that's also the level where you start receiving a nicely updated PDF with all of the new stat blocks instead of just a basic text file. The $15 a month, or at $15 a month, you'll get into the hero tier. That gives us access to everything from the sidekick tier, plus you get to vote on what stat blocks will update next month or next batch. You'll also get access to patron-only posts and messages. I'm not sure. I don't know what that particular entry means. So
You know, there was a question as well on when where are we at right now? What was the tier you just read? Was that the?
that was the hero tier.
Okay, great. Well, I won't jump the gun.
And the last tier is Prime, which is full access to everything else. You'll get access to voting, you'll get the Hero Lab file, PDFs, and you'll also get access to a once a month developer chat, sort of like this, except we're more directly engaging. We talk about the development process in Mutants and Masterminds. We give you like answers to your questions you might have about the setting or the game mechanics, or talk about like if you want to develop your own writing skills, we can give some feedback for that. That's also at this tier, you get to actually be a part of Earth Prime because we'll name drop you in at least one release
So cool.
in the coming year.
That's pretty sweet.
That's super sweet.
So if you want to be a comic book store owner in Earth Prime, or you want to lead a colorful chef's gang in Emerald City, that is the tier to back us at.
Sean Duggan says patron-only posts are usually how these rewards are distributed. That is very true. That is, we will definitely do it that way, except for the reward that I'm mailing to your house, Sean. I made it myself. That's a little surprise craft I like to do for my dear friends, and we are
weirdly threatening.
You know, oddly, it will be once you open it. It's not painful, but it is distressing. So then. We'll also, we'll be doing a bunch of things. Like, for instance, I heard a rumor that there was a secret discount that was given out to patrons. A little discount code.
That's a cool rumor.
Yeah,
right.
It's a pretty cool rumor. But yeah, so here's something that I've gotten a couple questions on, and I think the reason is because people it piques their they don't know what it means. Full library access. Now, I think what they're thinking is that there is either they're looking over your shoulder, Crystal, and they're thinking, I want to look in that library. Give me full access.
That library? I swapped around my Legos with some of my RPG books.
I think too that I think what they think also, like, there is a Mutants and Masterminds sort of canon, a vault. And inside is all the canon and all the things that they would be able to sort of just read through and leaf through. And I think it might be a little less than that.
I didn't add that library access line. I have no idea what's intended.
I don't either.
I don't know what we're promising.
You did that, Troy.
I don't even know why I would never go full library. I mean, I just in this economy, come on.
I would, but only if it was tasteful.
That is true. That is true.
For the right script.
Yeah,
that's right. We need to maintain the artistry of it all. But we'll sort that kind of stuff out. But I do appreciate everybody asking and everybody engaging, and it's just been a lot of fun setting this up. But there are really great people that are in the Mutants and Masterminds fandom. I mean, they just love what you built here. It is really wonderful, and I will say that I too am addicted both to your personalities, but also just to genre and all the fun, and it's just YouTube's really done a thing here.
Well, Mutants and Masterminds has always been blessed with a terrific community, so far as that goes, ever since the very beginning. And the Patreon and things like Mutants and Masterminds Monday are a great way for us to stay in touch with our community, and for folks who are the most active and involved and enthusiastic about Mutants and Masterminds to both stay up to date about what's going on, because sometimes we get our heads down in production world and we forget, while in the process of making all of this stuff, to tell you what we're doing until it happens. And just a great way for us to hear what you're interested in, what you're enjoying, and what you're looking forward to.
It's recharging as well. I mean, everybody is just very communicative and excited and engaged. But yeah, so that's the Patreon, and get in there and do the thing. And we'll be doing kind of a bigger full court press tomorrow, and that is, I like that Xavier says library access, maybe secret access to purchase one ebooks that never made it to PDF. Noir. I'll tell you that Sean is, between Duggan and Vieira, those Seans are going to be the life of us. But yeah, so what, I'm over excited about this. I know I'm going to try not to work myself up into a frenzy, but what's next?
Well, we had so much time the last time we tried doing a session 0 for Mutants and Masterminds here live on the show. We decided we'd do another one. This time it will be a Hero High campaign.
Woo! I'm here for it.
So yeah. Steve, you agreed to GM this time, so tell us what we're doing.
Okay. So we decided that we would throw together characters using the quick start character creation to at least give us a start on the character archetypes and the like, and what we were going to go with from that. So, Troy, we need you to give us a D20 roll so that we know what archetype you're going to start with.
Okay, this is the trick. I'm going to roll. I've got an online dice rolling thing because I'm hanging out with a different kind of nerd that doesn't keep a lot of dice around. What the heck is that about? Let's see. And it is, I know, right? It's shameful. 5.
Got to get Troy some purse dice.
It's a 5. Okay. So 5 is the energy controller archetype.
Okay.
So that's a classic superhero archetype. Gotcha. Somebody who, controls some form of energy, usually flight, energy blast, force fields of some kind, maybe force constructs, or the like.
I keep thinking of like Sunspot.
Well, Sunspot's more of a super strong type.
Okay. So like Cannonball?
More of a flyer or speedster type.
Yeah.
No, this would be more like
Firestar.
Yeah.
Oh. I love Firestar.
Or Starfire.
Or Starfire. Or Starfox.
Either way. Starfire, either way.
Or the Planeteers.
Yes.
All of them. Okay, so do I need to sort of ruminate on what that is?
Yeah.
You can, or if you want, you can do another roll to determine what kind of energy your character uses if you want a little more inspiration.
You know what? I'm going to take that roll.
All right.
Here we go. I'm rolling dice noises. Oh my God, a 20. No
20.
lie.
All right.
No lie. I just want to make sure everybody can see. No lies. No lies. Everybody see that. There it is.
So this one, this is going to be good because this one is vibration.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Your character is a vibrator. Or
ending with an ER.
Right, vibratory.
I prefer RE in the old English way.
Right.
Wow. Okay, I can see that's pretty awesome. Like, is it like how vibratory can I get? Can I like go supersonic and walk through a wall, or?
That could be. Maybe
vibrate
you can
somebody's eyeball
vibrate
out
your
of their head?
molecules so that you can pass through solid objects.
Yeah.
Or, create, high frequency vibratory blasts that shatter things.
I love it. Oh yeah. Well, that's right. Nate Robbins
Richter from the New Mutants.
Hey, and right, yeah. And Nate Robbins says the Flash can do that to travel through time.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Apook says, of course.
We're not making more time travelers.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
It's not a time travel game.
My brain has still not come back. I'm a little. Apook says, of course he is. So I don't know what that means, but it sounds pejorative. All right, so
He's
I'm
implying you're a troublemaker.
That is true.
Right.
All right, so I guess I am a vibrator, a vibrating character. Yeah.
So Crystal, you want to do an archetype?
I'm gonna roll as well.
All right.
We're gonna subject Troy to it. I got 14.
Nice.
14 is a speedster.
Speedster. Ooh, nice. But what kind?
Right.
Man, what kind of movement powers? I should probably roll randomly. 7. So running.
All right. So a speedster and a character with vibratory powers suggests a possible connection there. Definitely two characters who have something in common.
Interesting.
Yeah. Same power source, maybe different ways we're using it.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, and all kinds of speedster stunts I can pick from too.
Right. So,
can I change this up for high-speed skating?
Yes. Now, roller skating or rollerblading or ice skating?
I want to go with ice skating. I always wanted to be a figure skater when I was little.
So, does your speedster generate ice in order to skate on, or do those blades skate on something else?
Oh, I don't know. If she's generating ice, that's kind of getting into energy controller territory. So I'm thinking she skates on some ultra thin tear in reality.
Hey.
Okay.
I like that.
You can just kind of take friction on her feet down to 0, but only in one plane.
I sense a tear in the friction in the universe coming to fruition. Something's coming through. I feel like I'm getting red, like a beautiful young high schooler. And this is legit. I mean, it's here. It's coming
What's he
through.
showing? I don't have the feed.
It's coming through. It's Crystal Frazier as a high school beauty.
Oh,
Everybody, you have to see this. This is, it is a chef's kiss.
Are you sharing my senior photo?
I am, and it is. I've got to say, you look.
With my goofy Jennifer Aniston hair.
Right.
Tis the time for sure.
Now, imagine that off-the-shoulder ensemble as like a skating outfit.
Needs more rhinestones, probably.
Yeah, definitely more rhinestones.
Yeah.
But
now, where did you land in the spectrum of fashion? Were you sort of safety pins and denim, or
I was very poor, so
you and me both.
I could not afford to dress as nicely as I really wanted to. So it was mostly jeans and tank tops and that 90s look of a tank top with an Oxford shirt unbuttoned over it.
Yep. Everybody, the comments here, laser skates. Somebody says hot. Raina says hot, and love all the round. Matthew Tyler says
you can't call her hot. She is 17 years old.
Raina. I don't know how they do things in Ireland, but here. Oh, that is. Sorry for that little interruption. I just have to share when those things appear from the ether, as it were.
Now we've got to track down Troy's senior photo.
Oh, right. Sweet mother of love. Yeah, wowzers. Good luck on that one. I mean, it's not really that hard to find, but you will have to wade through a lot of Photoshop pictures of me. I think I was telling you earlier, I've been Photoshopped onto many things, many things. One of them being, two of them being cows that were hanging out together in an amorous fashion. And I was both cows. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, a friendly invitation for me to go friend myself. So anyway, enough about me. How about you? Where are we at?
I think I've got some offensive power options listed here in my archetype, and I think I've got to go with disruption, which is penetrating damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I can give like a kick with my laser skate. And vertigo attack, which I'm thinking involves pulling somebody into a whirl.
Right.
Gotcha. So there's some suggestions here. So Nate Robbins says kinetic energy absorption that causes ice to form around her feet, so her blades can have an ice plane to skate. Oh, that's interesting. Creative. Yeah. Nathan Kaler says one of my first superhero characters had vibratory powers and could shunt the vibrational energy. I like that word, shunt. To create light powers, blinding bursts, lasers, vibrate out of phase to let things pass through him and walk through things, attune his vibrations to different areas to teleport, and use vibrational energy to regenerate. That's a lot.
It's quite a suite of powers.
That is quite a sweet, dude.
Oh, I could be the one who absorbs like the free vibration of molecules.
Yeah.
And shunts it to you.
I like it. Okay, and so then
there's some teamwork going on.
Right?
Now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then okay, I dig it. Now, I really like Nathan's suggestions, but it seems like a buffet when I'm maybe looking for a snack.
I think you probably want like a blast power.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. And I
some
think
direct damage, just zapping things is a good place to start.
Yeah, I like his vibrational energy to just the shunting, and to kind of create sort of a burst that gets him. I like it.
And I like the idea of like vibrating through things.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I definitely have to keep that. That is one of the things that I love, and primarily because Shadowcat is one of my. I think it's because I was really into that story. The interaction between her and Wolverine and Peter and the whole thing was just very. Reminds me of a very special time growing up. But yeah, so I like it.
Cool. It's funny how Shadowcat's power has become the ubiquitous word for the ability to pass through solid objects now, because it wasn't called phasing until she came along.
Yeah,
and it's really
and now pretty much everybody, like when somebody passes through things, it's called phasing.
She's like the Xerox of mutants.
Yeah,
yeah, she's the Band-Aid of mutants.
She's the Band-Aid of mutants. I love it.
What about making can you vibrate the air molecules to make like a disruption field to block things?
Oh, okay. So, when you think about air, can I vibrate to a degree that I can like separate elements and kind of work with
and
like a disintegrate?
Yes, right? Yeah.
You could vibrate things just so that they're reduced to dust.
Or even if let's say we're in a factory and there's some kind of chemical stuff and it's in the air, right? It's sort of aerosolized. Can I vibrate the air and sort of pull it into a form, or sort of vibrate it out and then rain, whatever it is on people.
Now, you see, I would say that's a power stunt.
Yeah.
And, one of those things that you're probably not going to want to build into your character sheet, but to keep in mind that it definitely is something that your character would do. It would be the theme of that character's powers.
So if
if that ever comes up, then,
here's a thing I've thought of.
Yeah.
Well, so how about this? I'm broadcasting right now out of a library. I'm literally books like 12 feet tall shelves. They are dusty as as I am, and I'm wondering too. Like I could just imagine this thing where there's dust everywhere. Just to be able to vibrate a big cloud of dust.
Right?
Is that pretty simple, or is that a stunt?
Dazzle?
Yeah. Yes.
Or
Yes.
make earthquakes to knock things down.
Yep.
Oh, that, because I'm mischievous, I would most certainly vibrate like something off a desk or like really harass somebody and vibrate their laptop on the floor or knock over their coffee or something because I'm kind of a jerk.
Sure.
Or a
Sounds like
cat.
I'm going to need an energy draining power in addition to.
That would be hilarious. Just always like, nope.
Zik.
Stop it. I love it. I love it. Art imitating life.
What about you, Steve? We've
All
only
right,
got two
so-
characters. Or do we want to invite somebody from the chat to join us?
Yeah, well, we
We can do
could.
that.
We really could do that. Do we want them to join us, or do we want to? You know what? We will. Here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm gonna do just because I'm.
Well, chat can have their own character to share between them.
That is true.
Have them
that's
roll
true.
numbers, and we'll put together like the archetype, and then we'll have them shout suggestions from the crowd.
I dig it, and I would also. So we'll do that piece, and then why don't we do this? I would like to, Raina, if you're still hanging out, I would like to invite you to. You don't have to join us on stream. I don't even think I could get that done, and we've made it this far, so don't mess
You
it
can
up. for
barely
Raina.
get us on stream.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But let's work with Raina to create something. So Raina, if you're there, give us a hi, how do you do? And then Steve, were you going to make a character, or are we going to? We might need to do that as the chat sort of thinks about. Wow, they didn't have to think very long. They've got lots of suggestions.
I can go ahead, or
Go ahead,
we can get what Raina's got for a roll.
Raina's not quite here yet, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I've got a mimic
Ooh,
archetype,
those are always fun.
right? Mimics have some interesting potential, but they're so situational.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Depends on what it is you mimic and what's around you as far as that goes.
I played a mimic for a while that could only copy people who got their powers in the Silver Storm in the Emerald City game.
Yep.
So if we weren't fighting somebody who's,
A stormer.
a stormer, I basically stood back and shouted encouragement. Yeah, way to go, guys!
Hey, does that
That's
happen a
great.
lot? Does that happen a lot where you get to where you bump into a great idea you had for a power, and then you just sort of have to sit on the sidelines?
I mean,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
sometimes it really depends on how you build your character, because you can build your character to do one thing really well and then still, attack well with a sword or with guns or whatever else. But I mostly
Yes.
built my character to just be a mimic who otherwise she didn't really have any great powers or
Right.
skills. I think she was also a
Gotcha.
hacker.
Gotcha.
Oh, so this is interesting though. So I decided to narrow it down with the power options, and I got a mental duplicator.
Oh,
This is a mimic who can duplicate other people's mental traits and abilities,
so you can copy skills and fighting styles.
skills and fighting abilities, and people's knowledge. I can read their minds because I'm scanning what they know.
I love it.
Nice.
So that's an interesting take on the usual sort of power mimic or material mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, there you are, Raina.
What-
Good deal. So, Raina, let me know. I've got a link that I'm going to send you, and I could probably do it through Facebook if you want to join us. Voice. You don't have to show your camera. I don't even think I could get you on, but I can have you join us in a secret in our secret lair wherein we do these things. But
All right, what's chat been shouting at us?
Chad has said a lot of stuff.
But what was their first roll?
Yeah. So I need someone to roll a d20. Get to rolling, my friends. A lot of advice. A lot of advice on how to manage my vibrating powers. Thank you kindly.
Mhm. It's nice to know
use your-
everybody wants to help you with your vibrations.
They're very generous with their help.
They're
And,
sending good vibes.
Right.
Nate says manipulation of their fears. Okay, sure. That's I
Oh
think
yeah,
we're-
you can
Ooh.
inspire like
Yeah.
ultra low frequencies to make people paranoid.
Sean Duggan
Yeah.
says, Crystal, I'm guessing none of your teammates had storm powers.
Storm? Oh, weather
Yeah.
control?
Yeah.
Oh, when we say stormers, we're referring to people who are changed by the Silver Storm. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
it's-
nickname they use in Emerald City.
Okay,
Yeah,
so oh, sorry.
from the Emerald City Knights campaign.
Liz Quartz, I'm gonna go with you. Liz
Okay,
rolled
we
a 2.
A 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, a construct.
Chat, that is appropriate for chat.
Mhm.
Right.
We need them to roll another one to figure out what kind of construct.
Okay, I'm gonna go then with Daniel. I'm gonna go with you. Daniel rolled a 12.
A 12.
So a technological construct.
This is more and more accurate.
It
I-
really
I think
is.
chat is playing a chatbot.
I
I was
think
going to say, right, there's some sort of living chat room.
Nice. So Liz and Daniel, you created a technological what?
Technological construct.
I like it.
Right?
So would that
a
be
robot
like-
or an android of some kind, maybe?
Sure. Could it be? Wasn't? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there a character in the New Mutants that was the pal of Cliff? I think, and
What
was
about
it
Warlock?
yeah.
Warlock? Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. For some reason, I think of that.
Yep.
All
Everyone's favorite shape-shifting technarch with the Yoda, kind of grammar
Yes.
speak.
Yeah, real
Backwards
character.
talk and the really convoluted death and resurrection story that
Right,
I still
over
don't
and over again.
100% understand.
Liz Court says live chat is now available as the construct. Yeah, so give us some thoughts here. Are you chat room? Or I'm imagining
Yeah.
you want to do more than just chat. Can I help
Right.
with anything, chatbot? Let's see. Francisco Becerra, I'm going to say Becerra says I'd like to play, but I'm listening while working. So throw out an idea. Mojo World. Yeah, right? What's that?
Mojo World.
Oh, Mojo World is great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the things we were lacking when I signed on.
Yes, but not anymore.
You're welcome. Except now it's a Dyson sphere instead of a dimension. So,
Right.
Yeah,
all
Sean
right. So,
Duncan's-
Steve,
yo, so
where are
good.
we playing?
Yeah, where are we
is
doing
this,
that?
Is this
Okay,
a Claremont
so-
Academy game? Are we?
Right. So we're talking about a Hero High game.
Mhm.
So we could do Claremont Academy, or we could do the Arcadian Academy in Emerald City if we wanted something a little different, so far as that goes.
Learning to be young supervillains.
Well, no, there's also a. Oh, actually, that's true. There's more villainy.
Yeah, but not on the surface. Like they don't
True.
advertise that they're the villain school.
True. Or if we wanted to do a superhero thing with Arcadian Academy, we could always be teen infiltrators who
Oh,
are
yeah.
trying to infiltrate the Arcadian Academy of bad guys in order to help the adult heroes take them down.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably against the wishes of all the adult heroes,
Right.
because you're not playing teenage heroes unless you're going against what your mentors tell you
Or-
to do.
Exactly.
That is true. That's very true.
And if we do the Arcadian Academy, we get like the built-in benefit of everybody shares an origin story.
Hmm.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
We all got
Mm.
powers in the Silver Storm.
Means likely the characters are all stormers. Yeah.
I dig.
I like the idea that Troy and I were classmates on a project and neither of us got along, and then powers like the Silver Storm bonded us permanently somehow.
Oh my god, it would be hilarious if we could even be siblings. Like if I'm a younger brother, kind of a pest,
Mm.
just kind of a pest, little bratty brother. And
I like it.
Mhm. You
I
think you
did
can play
have
that
a
okay,
bratty
Troy?
brother.
what's that?
You
It's a
think you can
stretch.
play that, Troy?
It's a stretch, Steve. I've really gotta. I will try. I will try to kind of play
Yeah,
against type.
you really have to work to be annoying, Troy.
I really do. I mean, at the frequency that I am annoying, it is a lot of work.
Wait, how did the chatbot come from the Silver Storm though? I don't know. Chat, what's your input on this?
Yeah. We're. So let's see. We have Nate says it's a final test for graduation. I think I'm reading things out of order, so I don't know what that means. We are still talking about Cypher's friend, Warlock. Yeah, and
Yes.
that's right. Yep. Francisco, you are fine. You can listen and kind of listen. Nate Robbins says survive and graduate. These are all very. Was the word banal? Like very boring powers. What are your powers? I will survive. I will graduate.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It takes a lot of energy, but give me some power. Like, give me some. What are you doing? We'll let them marinate on that. We're still working on. Maybe getting Raina to pop in here. I also just want to hear Raina's accent.
What this is all about, Troy.
It really is.
Right.
You know, there are tons of Irish people. You could harass any of them.
Well,
you could probably pay one of them to just record something for you.
That's true. I can
True.
just make some. Prank phone calls. And just be like, "Do you have your Lucky Charms?" Because they love that, I'm sure.
We're gonna get a sternly worded letter.
Ireland,
really
we
are.
apologize in advance.
Yeah,
And so you're a beautiful nation and a storied culture and a beautiful language. Troy does not represent the feelings or intentions of Green Ronin Publishing.
of Green Ronin or anybody else on this stream, but I will say that I'm Irish. But that still doesn't mean I'm not a jerk. Let's see. Nate says you were talking about the campaign. Yep. Francisco says there is a member of the Doom Patrol whose superpower was bad luck aura.
Karma.
Yeah. Yep. Chatbot was a tech villain that got pushed in the computer system during the Silver Storm. All right, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that. I feel good about that.
That could be.
Yeah. Could have been like a whole bunch of people hanging out watching their favorite stream.
That's
Like,
wow.
And bits of them all got pulled into the same, let's go with laptop.
Right.
Sure. Okay. So then, are they a laptop, or are they just whatever they want to be on the net? Like they can just.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they could have used their
artificial
combined.
intelligence, made up of fragments of different,
official
chat personalities.
intelligences. Yeah. Cat personalities. I love that. a lot of cats hanging out on keyboards. Let's see. We are chatbots. Okay. I mean, I feel like we are Legion. Nate says
All right, whatever your secret identity is, your surname has to be Turing.
Yes.
Right.
Nate Robbins says the infiltration event is a test toward graduating the school. Huh. Okay, that's some good backstory. Nate, I want to tell you, my friend, you are into it, and I'm here for it. I love it. That is great stuff. So yeah. Okay, cool. This feels really good.
Right.
We've got some history. We've got some backstory. We've got some crazy. This is really amazing how fun this is. I'm such a nerd for these session zeros. It's too much.
You've discovered the secret that every gamer nerd figures out in high school. That if you don't have friends around, you can just make characters all day.
Characters
It's pretty
endlessly.
I should have done it. I mean, absolutely. It's just so friggin' fun to just get.
This is pretty much how I spent the entire 6th grade.
I will say I did.
Like ninth grade for me, but yeah.
I didn't have the structure that Mutants and Masterminds offers, but I definitely I was in. I mean, New Mutants and X-Men, and that era of Marvel Comics. I was definitely. I don't think I ever really thought about powers, but I definitely had fantasies of the X-Men coming and getting me out of school.
Didn't we all?
Oh yeah. More Amethyst like style for me of like I'm actually the secret princess of a magical kingdom.
Oh, Amethyst.
Yeah.
That's such a good comic.
So
I don't think I've seen it.
fulfillment.
I don't think I've. Is that who released it?
Was a DC comic in the mostly through the 80s? I think.
Yeah.
Did it run into the 90s?
Maybe. Yeah,
But-
late 80s.
but yeah, it was this little girl who it turned out she was a magical princess from like a ruling family of Gem World, and she had magical powers, and her family had sent her to Earth for safekeeping after a tyrant called Dark Opal or Black Opal.
Dark Opal, yeah.
Dark Opal took over the Gem World.
I love it. I'm just typing it into bookmark it, check it out. I definitely
So
get like. Go ahead.
Oh, she returns and helps free Gem World.
Mm-hmm. Pretty great.
That's awesome. So we've got.
Louise Simonson?
I got to tell you, friends, we've got a ton of people watching. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. And if you're just joining, we're at the Academy. We're infiltrating, and we're heroes. And I can vibrate. And Crystal, you are. What are you again?
I am a speed skater.
Yes.
Yeah. I absorb the energy and you spit it out.
That's right. And then you also take it away when I'm a mischievous little brat trying to cause trouble. For some reason in my ear, I keep hearing Topic.
Topic?
Have you seen that? That Olympic skating movie that was out when back in the day, and she was I can't remember the actress's name, but she was also on The West Wing for about 5 seconds in the early episodes, and she would and he was like the hockey player, the big oaf, and she would he would be hitting the ice and getting all beat up, and she would go toe pick and just sort of dance about like a graceful swan.
I know it exists, but I've never seen it.
It's not worth it.
But it's the one where the hockey player
Cutting Edge.
learns
Thank you,
figure
Rick.
skating, right?
Cutting
and they
Edge.
fell in love.
Okay.
Cutting Edge. Right.
Our friend Rick on YouTube says the Cutting Edge. Yes, my friend, that is it.
Remember in the 90s when we all were really into figure skating?
Mm-hmm.
Jonesy's giving me a list to Princess of Gem World, Amethyst, Princess of Gem World. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, there was a new Amethyst comic just recently from their Wonder Comics imprint.
I love it. This is great.
Oh, the one aimed at like kids and young adults.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
pretty sure.
Wow, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That particular imprint has just been knocking it out of the park.
I know,
really
right?
Impressed.
Oh, you know,
if folks haven't read Wonder Comics from DC, they're just super fun.
Like everything they've put out has been amazing. Their book about Harley Quinn as a troubled teen is just spot on. They've got this amazing Zatanna comic.
Yyep.
And
Dial H for Hero is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't read that one.
Yeah, super good.
Okay, I've gotta share this. So Scott Alford says Chatbot was a hacker group that worked for justice, but once the storm hit, they fused to their computers, their minds becoming digital. Now they all act as avatars on the web as an oracle figure for other heroes on the web.
Oh, I love
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Nice. That is really
kind
cool.
of anonymous turned superheroes.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, right. Yeah, exactly. It's got kind of that Mr. Robot feel, maybe a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
Nate says this is a total nerd. This is total nerdgasmic for sure, 100%. Our friend Francisco says I actually play Blue Rose, but it's is it possible to make an Eminem character like the Phantom Stranger? I'm not familiar with that as a character, but
in some regards.
He's mostly got like plot powers.
Right.
So.
That's the trick, is more often than not, the Phantom Stranger is a plot device that authors use to get heroes into and out of situations rather than a protagonist per se. But you certainly can do characters with all kinds of mystical powers.
Yeah.
Crystal, Liz Court says, boo, the live video isn't letting me post images. Crystal, check your DMs.
Check my DMs.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It is very satisfying to
In
have...
which service?
Yeah, that's right. Which DMs would that be?
I'm expecting this is phenomenal fan art because Liz is an incredible artist.
I am literally vibrating with excitement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm vibrating
just
with
vibrating with anticipation.
Aww. I I don't know if I can share.
You can't, lest ye breaketh the floweth. But if you wanted, you
Let me
could.
see if I can. I can't.
Are
I was
you
gonna
on?
try and share it with you, Troy.
Are you on the Slackies?
Sure. Let me send it to you in the Slacks. All right, Troy. It's in your Slacks now.
Let me see.
That's great.
Well, thank you, Liz.
Right?
Oh, I am looking in the. One of the things I will say, if I were to complain about anything, would be oh my gosh, that is great.
Isn't that great?
Liz.
So I love the notion that chatbot is the character / group that gets these characters involved in their whole infiltration thing, and
like
is
it.
kind of their like Overwatch.
Yeah.
Who's like helping them, like chatbot is the one who's like, I've set you up with fake IDs and all of this other stuff, because
Here's a potato. You won't know why.
your heroic mentors won't help you, but I know you want to do this and I want to help you do this because I am a rebel collective for justice.
Okay, so the real question is, which one of us is the sibling that asks chatbot to make us a fake ID?
Oh,
Right?
I think
I think that's Troy.
It'll be me. Yeah.
Which one wants the fake ID that says they're like 30 so they can go out and buy beer?
Right. My fake ID says I'm 21.
I would probably want a fake ID, but not really know why. Like, I just want to be, I think there is an air of perfection maybe coming from my sister and.
An ice princess.
Yes, exactly.
Because we already have a villain named Ice Princess, and she's great.
Right.
I've been thinking of a name too. I don't. That's tough. We're getting chatbot up so we can see that. I want to say, Liz, you are a treasure.
She is.
That is
Yay,
excellent.
Liz.
I just totally picture that being chatbot's avatar on every screen.
Right. I like it. I like it too if we want to get away, but chatbot just keeps popping up on the phone, on the in
on
the
the
window,
phone, on your laptop, on the TV.
Yes, on the TV,
on
exactly.
the display for your coffee maker.
Yep. That's right. In your smart fridge, Alexa suddenly chatbot.
The Roomba's just stalking you.
I'm giving this a resize, but that is hilarious. It's like bouncing off your foot.
Just like whirring justice.
That's great. Kicking out dust. A little irritated at how long it's been since there's been any real dusting or vacuuming. Okay, let's see. And ta-da! There you are, everybody. Can you all see that? Liz says, I'm totally using this as my artwork warm-up. Welcome, and we are truly... one of the things I do love about this is Matthew Tyler has posted this several times, and I'm going to read it just so that he can stop. But it says, as far as the vibration powers go, all I can say is, and the vibrator jokes, double entendres, and innuendos cometh. Agreed, my friend. Agreed. Mm-hmm. You have, that's a nice type 5 you got there. And little comedy bit. Scott Alfred says, oh, cool. Yeah, I like it. That could have been Chatbot's original identity, Alexa Turing. Oh. Okay. Sure. I love that. That's, okay. Interesting.
That's excellent.
Yeah,
Not
super.
Siri?
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if maybe there's like a little bit of a conflict there between Siri and Alexa and... we'll
Chatbot.
And chatbot.
And chatbot, yeah. Mm-hmm. So sorry, and I've got to tell this poor person in Twitch because it's almost time for us to be done. But I will say that I don't want to stop, but we've gotta, I guess. But I do have a couple fun things that I want to talk about as soon as I tell this poor person whose name is Baktig over in are hanging out in the no audio land of Twitch, which we'll figure out. I don't even know why. I mean, come on, Twitch, get it together.
Twitch.
But we've got some big things coming up. So, you know, we do the Thursday thing, right? It's called Thursday. Have you heard of it?
Starring Owen Casey Stevens, the nicest man in gaming.
Exactly. Trademark.
Yeah. I think Troy actually makes Owen jump through even more hoops than us.
You know, the thing is he goads me because he is unflappable. Unflappable, this guy. I throw all kind of weird stuff at him and try to derail it, and I just like go full ADHD. I just sort of do the thing, and and the thing about it is he doesn't deflect it. He redirects it. Like
he's a great dad.
Yeah. You know, like sort of
It's
one of those
true irresistible force meets immovable object.
Seriously, yes, he's definitely like he's got this sort of Zen nature of him, and he just sort of takes that energy and swings it into something that makes sense. And I'm just like, okay, this is really difficult, but I
powerful
keep
game master energy.
Yeah, he's like the Oklahoma version of your Korean dad.
Yeah, I love Korean dad.
It's so true.
I was not ready for how much I would love that. If those of you haven't met Korean dad, he's your Korean dad. It's
he's
beautiful.
the dad. He's Korean. He posts things on Twitch that are uplifting and supportive.
For you, all of you, everybody. It's very, very sweet. I highly recommend it. I love the one where he was with his Korean dad. And it was just very sweet. But we are good on youtube.com/Green Ronin Publishing. For those of you who aren't aware. And, you know, one of the things that I want to do is we need a couple things. One thing is we need more Instagram followers. So get over there and check us out. Give us a love. Give us a like. A gentle sort of, whatever, fill in the blank. And, follow us. You'll see us. You'll find us Green Ronin Pub. And, check out our Twitter as well. We have got some engagement plans that are off the hook. So in addition to Thursday, and then, of course, Mutants Masterminds Monday, we have got a couple things that we're planning. One of them is we really haven't picked a good name for it, so I'm going to call it what I've been calling it, which is sort of a shopping palooza, where we have pulled things out of the vault. In my home right now, I've got stacks on stacks of Green Ronin books, like the physical stuff, and I've got some tokens for Blue Rose, and I've got some dice just all kinds of goodies. And we're gonna sit and just talk. We're gonna go through, maybe pick a day, and we're just gonna live stream and go through all of those pieces. And every single thing that I've got, I'm gonna give away. So we will give it to people who are listening on and hanging out with us, and we'll have some scheduled times, and we'll have people kind of pop in from the different lines, from Mutants and Masterminds to the Expanse RPG to all of the Age and Blue Rose, of course. That is the other thing that we're going to do is reach out to some of those Blue Rose people. I don't know if you've been seeing what's going on Twitter. It is There's so much. There's like a character creation challenge going on right now with Blue Rose character creation, and it is phenomenal. It is fantastic. So Blue Rose is coming on strong in that community, getting into the gear, and I'm glad to see them. And I am, which leads me to the next thing, is we're planning some I'm going to try to be, because it's sort of a special fans-only evening event that will occur sometime in the future. It's already scheduled, by the way. For each of the lines, we're going to be doing some hangouts, sort of opportunities to connect over with the community that you play, that plays the same game or the same line as you, or the same title, and some other special stuff. So those things are they're right around the corner, and I'm working with Ian. We're talking about Ian Lemke. We're talking about doing a fundraiser for Black Lives Matter or some, yeah. So that's coming up soon. That'll be a whole game or a whole unique adventure, and we will be inviting people to come play with us. So if you're a fan of The Expanse and you want to get some fun, you want to hang out with the person who's in charge of that line, then maybe make some noise about it, and we'll consider it. But yeah, those are just a few of the things that are kind of hanging out. I will say right now in the store there is a discount, 10% off of anything age related, and all you got to put is all_age.
Sort of an all ages sale.
That's
I was
right.
going to say this sale's appropriate for all ages.
Absolutely. Oh, Francisco says Blue Rose is my favorite. I'm a big fan, Francisco, and I got to tell you, there's some stuff coming that is amazing. But what a beautiful, they're just beautiful to look at. It's like looking at a Xanax. I just calm myself. I'm just relaxed. All my stress goes away. But listen, friends, I've got to tell you, this, again, just a joy to hang out. I want to thank everybody who's been hanging out. I almost belched right into the microphone, but I didn't. And so
we appreciate your sacrifice there.
Yes, my restraint. Crystal, Steve, thank you for hanging out. This is a blast. We're going to do, more of this sort of engagement stuff. And now I'm going to sit here and think forever about my character, and I'm going to build a whole life behind. I'm still working on my time travel character. And so, love all this stuff.
Commission some fan art.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Need some backstory.
Liz, how you doing? How you doing with vibrating? Is that a thing you can draw well? I don't even know what vibrating would look like.
Choose your artist carefully.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's true.
You're not allowed to name your character Magic Wand. I'm just mixing that right there.
I was thinking like Rabbit Boy. No? Is that not a?
Gonna nix that one.
Okay, I guess. All right, fine. I'll think of something. I don't even know. The Tickler or something. Thank you, Liz. And if anybody's got a name for a good character name for somebody who vibrates,
Seismic.
Hi, Tacky. Is that me?
What?
Liz Court says, "Hi, Tacky."
Oh.
Is that a thing? Do I need the Black and Decker? Okay. Yeah.
Black and Decker's a great one.
Or how about Lil Buzz?
Random Orbital.
Random Orbital. I'm gonna look up some of these things on the internet because I'm
Jig.
Maybe it is Jig. And
then
my
you could say,
would be like,
"Jig is up."
Yes, that's it.
Oh.
I mean, you can't see me because I don't have a body, but I pointed at you and I was like, "That's it." Yes.
No, stop saying that.
That's not a thing.
Sean said, "My speedster vibrator was Buzz. Her evil counterpart, Buzzkill." I like it.
Naturally.
I like it. Yeah. Well, we could literally do this. Well, I can.
We could literally do this all night.
I was going to say, vibration also creates heat, so you might want to think about if you can, ignite things on fire. Ice and fire.
Well,
as
that's
side
it, right?
effects of our powers.
Because that's kind of what, you got to kind of vibrate those molecules, and they rub up against, and they kind of burst into flames or boil water or whatever. Interesting. I've always been a fan of that story about, that kind of trope where it's the power that keeps kind of changing, or I think of the Invisible Girl, with her powers just became something outrageous, or the Phoenix, or or that sort of young, newly powered, that these powers just kind of get a little out of control, or they're difficult to kind of control. And as somebody who's a little ADHD, both in real life. Shock of shocks, and as a character, I could definitely see there being some discipline issues. Steve Jonesy says, "Family show, Troy." Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Indeed. And we're gonna end on this. Matthew Tyler says, "Here's an idea for a hero high villain: the cancel culture." Okay. I don't know what that means because I'm going to ignore it. Let's see. Invisible Woman. No need to make them diminutive. Absolutely, Sean. Absolutely. Why did I think? Was she originally Invisible Girl for some reason? Like
For the first couple of years.
She was the
That's
Invisible
right.
Girl for quite some time.
Now she's an invisible woman, and I don't even know what's going on with Fantastic Four. I will tell you that I've always been a little irritated at how they just sort of schlock the movies in order to keep ownership of the IP or whatever tricky business they're doing. Because I do like the Fantastic Four. So thank you all for watching and hanging out and suffering my whatever this is called. And Crystal, Steve, always a true pleasure, a delight. I look forward to seeing all of you folks checking out the Patreon, which you would do by going to patreon.com/mutants masterminds. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think
Patreon doesn't like the ampersand.
It does not like the ampersand, but it does like you, friends. So come on, hang out. Come see what we're doing. And if you have any questions, feel free to, message me on the Patreon, which you can only do if you pay. No, I'm kidding. Feel free to send me a note. You can send something through Facebook. Come hang out with us this coming Thursday for Thursdage. And keep your eyes open. We're looking for streamer pals. We're looking for people who are doing podcasts. We're looking for all kinds of good stuff. We got a lot of great things planned, and we want you to be involved. So thank you so much. We will see you two next Monday for,
Yes, indeed.
Mutants and Masterminds Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Take care.